for both players. The third quarter, this team just took over. I think you two had 8 and 7 respectively, but Dorka had some nice plays, Bridget nice plays. Can you just talk about that quarter as a whole?
Yeah, I mean, I think we were a little disappointed in what we did in the first half, especially, how well we played. And we knew how hard it was going to be, especially coming off that Atlanta game. And we felt like we came out a little flat, let them get back into the game. So we wanted to come out with a lot of energy, and really on the defensive end, I think, is where we stood out. And that enabled us to get in transition, which is where we're really good. And then it just became fun at that point, I think when we're playing off our defense, that's the best version of us. And so I think that we came out with a different fire, a different mentality, and that's kind of what led to that third quarter.
Yeah, I mean, same. We came out, like Max said, we weren't happy with a lot of things that we did on defense, and we really had to make sure that we tightened up on their three ball, and what we were doing on BG, making sure we weren't fouling. So I thought we did a really great job being aggressive in that second half.
How important to get strong performances tonight from like Dorka nearly had a triple double, but Bridget didn't fill up the stat sheet, but I thought she played a really nice game for you tonight too.
It's so important, especially this time of the year. We need that from everybody to have games like this. So it's really fun to see people doing what they do best, and for Dorka to have a game like that. And obviously it's fun when we play well. And I think just our effort too. It's really fun when we're flying around and we're there for each other and running in transition, things like that.
Yeah, Cheryl, Cheryl's talked quite a bit about your emergence as a leader, your development as a leader. How difficult or how long did it take you to get used to the fact that you should still continue to shoot even when the shot wasn't falling for you?
It's really hard because it feels like you're not helping the team when you're taking a shot away from someone else and it doesn't go in. But it's something I've worked on so often, and I know the percentages are going to play out, and it's still a good shot. They're going to start falling. So just trying to keep that mindset where, I don't want to hurt the team, obviously, but sometimes the shot is what's best for the team.
Kayla, the passing tonight was really, really good. You guys had 27 assists out of 31 baskets. Wow. And particularly in the second half, it seems like the ball movement was really, really good. Mm-hmm. How do you guys get into a flow like that, particularly in the first half where the way it was getting refereed, things were kind of disjointed and it was kind of hard to figure out what's going on?
Yeah, I think, like I said, that third quarter, getting stopped and getting out on transition, that's where we're really good. That's where the ball starts moving, setting drags, getting it in. We collapse the defense, we spit it back out. Like, those are the fun plays that I think we had in the third quarter, which end up being and ones, getting the defense twisted. And now we're in a flow, and I think that's when we're at our best. But, 27 out of 31 field goals is great. That's the space we want to live in, where everybody's getting shots, everybody's getting good looks. And like Fee said, they're always going to play out. You know what I'm saying? Law of averages. So if we're doing the right things, setting good screens, making great passes, making the defense have to move and shift side to side, that's when we're really good. We have a lot of threats 1 through 12, I believe, in that. So I was really proud of how we moved the ball, especially in that third quarter.
Coach got her 300th victory of her career. Just talk about what she's meant to both of you guys' career. I know you came over a little late, Kayla, but just talk about what she's meant to you guys' career during this little stretch she's had for wins.
It's really cool to learn from a coach like her. She's so good with her attention to detail in the way that she sees the game. The numbers that she memorizes, you guys wouldn't believe it. Like, she knows their 12th person what percentage they shoot from the slot. Like, it's just crazy. So I think that's why she's such a great coach, is because she's so focused on the details and making sure that we do the little things, and that's what wins games. So it's been really cool to learn from her and to, be on this team and see how she got these 300 wins and why this has been such a successful franchise.
Yeah, and I've been on both sides, having to play against them and then also being a part of it. And it's really cool to see, it's really cool to be a part of. I feel like I've grown so much even later in my career from being around Cheryl, and even the coaching staff itself in its entirety, Katie Smith, BB, EP, like, who she brings around and who she brings in this culture and this organization is just as important. But, as far as her, it's just learning every day, and I think that we see the game in the same way. Playing the right way, making the extra pass, and like Fee said, the details and how into it she is, that's what makes it really special.
And Fee, you was the first WNBA player in history with 20-plus points, 15-plus rebounds, and 3 blocks. Just talk about what that means to you, the pride you take on the defensive end and the offensive end as a player, and how you've been stepping it up defensively. you've been all over the place defensively and on the boards lately. Just talk about, the pride you take on both ends of the floor.
Yeah, it means a lot. It's always the fun to be the first to do something. But obviously, that's not what I'm thinking about in the game. I'm just thinking about what do we need to do to win. So just trying to be really intentional with rebounds and being aggressive. That's something Coach has been talking to me about all year is I need to rebound. So, yeah, I think just being intentional and realizing that if we don't rebound, we're not going to win. So blocking out my person and making sure that we hunt down that ball.
Also, last one for me, just Dorka and her she's just basically just taking it to a next level. She's like a point forward out there. Mm-hmm. She's bringing the ball up now. Just talk about what you guys seen from her growth from game one all the way to now.
Yeah, I mean, her evolution's been great to watch. It's been great to be a part of. And she helps us so much, especially Jess has been in and out with injuries and such and being sick. So, having somebody who kind of has that same thing to her, being able to pass the ball and create her own shot, but then also create for others. It's been really special to watch. And she's only a rookie, but she's just a sponge, both of them, her and Diamond. But they just want to learn, they just want to compete, and they just want to win. I think that's the best thing about them. And you see Dorky just getting better every game. And taking on the challenge too, she's guarding BG and then, also having 8 assists and doing her thing. So it's been really cool to see their evolution.
Mm-hmm.
2 more road games before the regular season ends and then the playoffs begin. What does the team need to do to improve to get to that next level of play?
I like how we play these last 2 games, just the aggressiveness that we showed. We need to make sure that we do it for all 40 minutes, though, because you can get really down in a half, and we don't want to play from behind or put ourselves in that situation. So I think if we play the way that we did in both second halves of these games, that we're going to be really hard to beat.
Yeah, we're excited. Yeah, like I said, I think we just need to bottle up a lot of things that we did, especially in these last 2 games, and take it with us on the road, And for 2 weeks now, I've been saying all these games are playoff games because that's how close the race has been all year, especially this last month. So I think as long as we continue to have that mindset, the rest will take care of itself.
Obviously, you guys are about to close out the regular season, but what did these past 2 wins tell you about your team?
I saw a real resilience to us physically and mentally. You can always complain about the refs, but it's like death and taxes. But refs are, it's how it is. You can't be mad every single time it happens over and over and over again. It's the definition of insanity. We have to be able to play through it. We have to be able to adjust to what's happening. So yeah, I'm just really proud of the way that we are winning in spite of those things, and we can't let it get to us because who knows what's going to happen in the playoffs, and we have to be able to rely on our defense and executing, and not on someone else that's out of our control.
Death in Texas. Ditto. Thanks, guys.